What's up, Kate on point? Hello, Katie. Who else is here today on a Saturday? Caitlin and one unnamed viewer. That's all we have today so far. Oh, Josh just joined. Hello, my son. Got some yellow and purple hearts. That's Rhonda and Caitlin. Josh is here. Hey, it's a Saturday morning. It's the weekend. We got 5 people on now. Done your daily Bible reading. Peace to you, Josh. Does it get old? Here it is. Every day I ask you the same thing, right? But every day you eat meals, every day you sleep, every day you drink water, hopefully every day you shower and brush your teeth. Something that are just a part of your daily routine. So without considering it a burden, let's remember to make part of our daily routine getting in God's Word and reading something somewhere in God's Word. A good pattern to stay on so that you stay connected on a daily basis is to do the daily Bible reading program. It splits it up to Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs. And so that we don't bite off more than we can chew, we're just going to stick with the New Testament, the Psalms, and the Proverbs and go through the one-year Bible and do our daily Bible wrap. Read, apply, pray. Mark 16 is where we find ourselves today. This is March 12th. And it's the last chapter in the book of Mark. And, of course, it has the alternate version of the Great Commission that everybody's used to quoting out of Matthew 28. It says the same thing. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all people. And he adds this comment here, he who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned. That's the simple gospel message of the core of Christianity, is that we are to go throughout the whole world, preach the gospel, the good news, the message of God's love through Jesus Christ. You believe, you accept it, you get baptized, you get involved in God's church, you become a part of his family. You're saved. And you don't believe, well, then you have to face judgment. I know that seems kind of politically incorrect and harsh, but that's the basic gospel. We talked about this earlier when we were in, I think, Matthew 24, that it says that we can help usher in the return of Christ. Hello, Yanaluku. We can help usher in the return of Christ by doing that, because it says that the gospel will be preached to the whole nations, and then the end will come. In fact, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Maybe I'll do it at church on Sunday because I'm preaching on the gospel, where Billy Graham's daughter was specifically saying that she believes we are in that end times generation, that the gospel is being spread to all nations, and she really believes the end of humanity as we know it is coming within her lifetime, that the return of Christ and the end times prophecies are actually happening. And she's just not some wild-haired, crazy person. This is Billy Graham's daughter telling this. It was interesting. Well, that's our part. As we go, preach the gospel to all people. He who believes and is baptized will be saved. Who does not believe will be condemned. That's my word for today as I read. And so as I apply that to my life, I think, okay, my responsibility is in the armor of God on Sunday. We're talking about the gospel boots. My responsibility is to share my testimony of what God has done for me and leave the results between them and God. But our responsibility, my application is wherever I go, just share a personal testimony of what God's doing in your life and just let it float. You don't have to preach. You don't have to condemn. You don't have to explain. You don't have to convince. You don't have to argue them in the kingdom of heaven. Just share. Like the blind man that says, I don't know much about Jesus, but I know this. I once was blind, and now I see. Good news. Also, there was something in the Psalms today. Psalm 55 is a really good psalm in the psalm reading. I can't remember what it was. I just remember as I was reading Psalm, there was the beginning of it is like a song, right? And give ear to my words, O Lord. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God. But down at the very end of it, I think Psalm 55:22, it says that cast your cares on the Lord, for he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall. Okay? That is a good promise that you can take to the bank today. You can trust in the Lord. You can rest in him, that even when your life seems like it's chaotic and out of control, God has promised that he has you by the hand, and he won't let you, doesn't mean stumble or fall in little ways, but he won't let you be destroyed. You won't be cast down. You won't be left in the gutter. God will always, always be there for you when you call out to him. That's your encouragement for today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the great hearts. I don't do heart checks very often because I want you to listen and not just play around with hearts. But Katie's crushing everybody on hearts, but Ray Miners, he's close in there. Thanks, Ray. Speaking of that, Ray, missed you at the seniors luncheon yesterday. I thought you were going to be there, Ray, since you are a senior, but you didn't show up. Anyways, have a blessed Saturday. See you tomorrow at church. Put your boots on, because we're going to be talking about the gospel boots tomorrow in church. God bless you. Love you guys. Bye. Pastor Yahoo, signing out.